Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjana. Happy new day. Today, I want to talk about toxic in-law dynamics. The reason that I'm talking about this is because it is extremely prevalent even now, 2022. It exists in affluent families. It exists across all economic levels. And it's just it's insane to me to see educated women who are doctors and lawyers and judges still allowing this to occur. So what do I mean? What am I talking about? So here you have families, right, where the mother-in-law and the husband team up and control the entire family dynamic, right? And it is so toxic, where certain women are in these situations and they're still allowing it. It's still prevalent because you are still allowing it. And we need to stop this. We need to stop this dynamic from going to the next generation. Again, 2022, and it is still prevalent. You have to ask yourself why, right? And I'm not talking about just, Jennifer Lopez, monster-in-law, comical dynamics, right, with the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. I'm talking about extremely toxic dynamics where the mother-in-law and the husband team up and take the control where the money goes. We have physicians, female physicians who are earning, right? And the mother-in-law is dictating where the money goes. So let's explore this dynamic a little bit, number one. And then I'm going to try to give you some solutions, okay? One, if you are in this situation, right, I'm here for you, right? But I'm just letting you know that it doesn't have to be that way, okay? If you're the woman in this dynamic, it doesn't have to be that way. You are an educated woman. You grew up here. And you're going to tell me that you're going to allow your mother-in-law and your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law be controlling you? I mean, think about this. You owe your children, right, empowerment. You owe your children a good life. Not a life where the mother is broken because she can't function because of the emotional abuse and the financial abuse that's going on in the home. Are you concerned about what people are going to think? What society is going to think? Are you afraid of the word divorce? I mean, you have to really rethink, right, this whole situation, right? You play the movie forward, and what do you think is going to happen to you 20 years down the line? What do you think is going to happen if you continue in this toxic cycle where you just don't have an opinion anymore, right? You're always in flight and fight mode. What do you think? Possible PTSD, possible depression, right? So what's happening in these dynamics? Number one, you have mother-in-laws who have total control over their sons, right? It could be societal programming, cultural programming, whatever, dynamic they grew up in, right? So the mother-in-law uses her loyalty that she has over the son's loyalty, right, to control his family dynamic, right? So she'll make the daughter-in-law do things that she doesn't want to do. She'll make the daughter-in-law basically be a slave, right? She'll manipulate situations to kind of make the daughter-in-law look bad in front of the husband. So she'll set her up for failure, basically, over and over and over, right? And then this daughter-in-law is just going in this loop, right? Trying to appease, trying to, put out the fire, right? Trying to just, appease this mother-in-law. Not if she speaks up, it's disrespect, right? So, and then the husband is just blinded by all of this. My mother can do no wrong. My mother can do no wrong. Right? So then there's this, constant tension between the husband and wife. And now this wife is just walking on eggshells, right? walking on eggshells. And what do you think, like, just imagine what that does to a person emotionally and physically, right? They're always in this constant state of flight and fight mode, right? So what's the solution? What's the solution? Without getting too deep into this, right? What's the solution? Because I can go on forever. So what's the solution? Okay, the solution is number one. Women in these situations, you really need to step back, like pull yourself out of this dynamic and just reflect on your life and see where this is going to take you. Like play the movie, as I mentioned, play the movie and how your life is going to end up if you don't start taking control of your family dynamic. Number two, get a therapist. Start seeing a therapist. And a therapist isn't just you find somebody on your insurance panel or whatnot. You have to find the right fit. So it's like looking for a job. Like you have to find the right fit. So find a therapist that is familiar with these situations, right? Number three, start couples therapy. Start couples therapy. It may be very hard to get certain men in these types of dynamic to therapy, but you have to figure out a way to get both of you in sessions, right? Number four, you need to work on being assertive, right? Noticing when manipulation is occurring, right? Another technique you can engage in is don't like pull out when there's power struggles. Like be aware of the power struggles that's going on and pull out, right? Like, oh, I'm not playing this power struggle game, and just pull out. You can even say it. I'm not playing this power struggle game, right? Self-care, extremely important. This is where you want to actually start, right? Self-care, because the more you engage in self-care, I'm talking about exercising regularly, right? You're taking care of your appearance, doing things that you like, engaging in your hobbies consistently. The key word is consistent. Then what happens is you're able to differentiate. So what happens is you're able to differentiate between you and your mother-in-law, you and your husband, and you're like, wait, I'm my own person, right? Also, the benefits of self-care is that when you're engaging in self-care, dysfunction it's easier to detect dysfunction, right? Because you're in a state of positivity, in a state of, emotional and physical positivity. So you're able to detect, the more you engage in self-care, the more you're able to detect and stop dysfunction, okay? Again, to conclude, as I said, I can go on forever on this topic, but I want to say something to you. Please, if you are in this type of situation currently, right, 2022 and onward, let's consciously stop it. Because guess what? Especially women in these situations, if you allow this and you let this continue to happen, your daughters are going to face this. Your nieces are going to face this. We need to stop these toxic in-laws. We need to get them help, right? Whatever situation, whatever is happening for them, narcissistic tendencies, unhealed from their own traumas, whatever it is, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. What I need you to do is stop the dysfunctional. You have a human right. You have a human right to stop this from continuing. Like I'm talking about right here on Long Island, right here at whatever state it's happening right under our noses. It's happening. Like educated women. And still you have these mother-in-laws like making their lives miserable. Like the biggest key here they use is, I'm going to ruin your marriage. If you don't listen to me, I'm going to end your marriage. If you don't obey me, I'm going to find a way for my son to make your life miserable. I'm here for you guys. I know you can do this, right? You are more than powerful. You are stronger than you think, right? You have a responsibility towards your children to give them a life of peace, right? And stability. Don't let these in-laws, and don't make excuses for your husbands who are, I'm sure, old enough, right? Don't make excuses that they're being brainwashed. No. They're not, right? And take control of your life back. All right, my loves. I am sending you all the positive energy for healing. Okay? See you soon. Bye.